Hello and welcome to today's video, which is a daily set of drills that you can do to work towards your handstand press. So a lot of my private clients are working on their handstand press. It's a very popular skill to want to learn and one that takes a lot of patience and a lot of dedication and hard work. So I've put together this short daily or perhaps maybe 3 to 5 times a week practice for you, which will really help to improve your hamstring flexibility, your compression strength, and help you towards your press to handstand. So we're going to start in a Janu Shirshasana position. Extending your left leg forward, take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Take a deep breath in, rising the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, folding forward. Finding a stretch through the back of the left leg. If you can catch a hold of the wrist, feel free to do so. Keep the breath going for 3 to 4 and 5. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Take the fingertips to the floor. To make it easier, you walk the hands back. To make it harder, walk the hands forward and lift up the left leg off of the floor. Try to draw the thigh towards the belly. Keep the chest moving forwards. Lifting the leg up, holding it here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Good. And then switching the legs. We won't do too many of those ones. We'll come back to some more compression drills in a moment. So take a deep breath in, rise the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, folding forward. Starting to work into the right hamstring a little bit. And keep the breath going for 2. For 3. Keeping the right leg active. 4. And 5. Inhale to lift the chest, taking the hands to the floor. So to make it easier, walk the fingers back. To make it harder, walk the hands forward. To make it really hard, place the palms flat onto the mat. So we're going to lift that leg up. I'm holding it here for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Nice. And then we'll come into a tabletop position. And turn the fingers to face outwards and draw the heel of the hands towards one another. They can be touching or just an inch or so apart here. And then just start to circle one direction. And then the other direction. Good. Keep the thumb and the index finger, thumb and the little finger on the floor. Good. And then turning the fingertips to face forward, we're taking wrist push-ups. So you're going to keep the fingers on the floor, but lift up the palm of the hands. Yeah, so you're going to bend at the knuckles, lift the heel of the hand, the palm of the hand off of the mat, but keep the fingers pressing down. Again, to make this easier, shift the weight a little bit further back towards the heels. To make it more challenging and bring some weight through the hands, then shift the weight so that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Yeah, so we're going to go for 10 of these, lifting up the heel and the palm of the hand for 1 and down. 2, for 3 and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shifting back, little shake out of the wrist. We're not going to spend a huge amount of time on the wrist. There's a lot more wrist drills on the app if you like though. And we're going to turn the fingertips to face in. We're just going to take 10 push-ups with the palms. Facing up towards you, keep the thumb and the little finger pressing down to the mat. Again, lean back to make it easier, shift forward to make it harder. Take a deep breath in, exhale, bend the elbows, so the elbows are going to draw out to the sides, draw the chest towards the palms, and then rising up for 1. Lower down, rising it up for 2. Again, for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shifting back. Feel that really weird sensation, that rushing sensation in the wrist. Give the hands a bit of a shake out. Good. And then we're going to come onto the hands and the knees. Option here, keep the knees down. Option 2, extend the legs back to come into your high plank position. We're going to take scapular push-ups. So you want to protract and retract the scapula here. So rather than coming into a back bend and around like a cat-cow, keeping a neutral spine and just work with the shoulder blades. So you'll protract and retract the shoulder blades. So think about drawing the shoulder blades away from the spine and then drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. Yeah, so option keep the knees down, option extending the legs out, and we'll take 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lower the knees down if they're lifted. And rising back up. Give the arms a little bit of a shake out if you need to. Nice. And then we're going to come onto the back of the body, working with some hollow body holds. So we have a few options here. I want you to think about pressing the lower back into the mat. So if you come onto the back of the body with the soles of the feet to the floor, notice that you'll probably be able to slide a hand underneath the small of the back. See if you can press the lower back into the mat. Think about drawing the front ribs towards the back ribs, so the front ribs drawing towards the mat. And then options here, we can draw the arms by the side of the body. Or if you wanted to make it harder, you could draw the arms up next to the ears. For the first round, I'm going to keep my arms by the side of the body. Yeah, so extend the legs out. Pick up both feet, and then holding here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Good. We're going to take 2 more rounds of our hollow body holds. Maybe you want to challenge yourself by drawing the arms next to the ears. Lifting the legs up, draw the gaze towards the feet, and holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. We've got 1 more round of your hollow body hold. Again, really focus on drawing the front ribs towards the back ribs, gaze towards the big toes as you lift the head. Rise the arms next to the ears or by the side of the body. Extend the legs out. Make sure the legs are active. Point the toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. And then rock yourself up to seated. And then actually we're going to come to standing here. So you might want your blocks for this drill, yeah, depending on your flexibility. So if the hands don't comfortably touch the floor when you're in a forward fold, I would recommend bringing blocks or even a couple of blocks underneath the hands so that you can take the palms flat to the floor. Yeah? So I'm going to rise up onto the tiptoes. Press the floor away. So just the same as in those scapular push-ups where you're kind of protracting the shoulder blades. Rise up onto the tiptoes, and we're going to take toe taps. So we're going to pick up the right foot and tap it to the wrist of the right hand, and then lower it down. Same with the left. Good. And down. Right, tap, and back. Left, tap, and back. Keep going. Right, tap, and back. Left, tap, and back. Good. Right, left, keep pressing the floor away. Right, and left. Good. Right, and left. Right, and left. Right, and left. One more. Right, and left. Lower the heels down. Take a little dangle in your ragdoll position. Good. And now we're going to take the hands back down to the floor or onto your blocks. We're going to rise up onto the tiptoes, and I want you to really start to shift the weight forwards into the hands. Yeah, so the shoulders are going to draw over the wrists. So if we try to rise up when the shoulders are behind the wrists, we're going to find we shift backwards, and we're not going to get any work into the core. We're not going to be working on our compression strength so much. So we want to really press the floor away. Think about almost like elevating the shoulders, drawing up to the ears, almost like doming through the upper back. Press the floor away, rising up onto the tiptoes, and you're going to shift the weight forward, rise right up onto the top of the tiptoes, almost like you're on point if you're a ballerina, and we're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And releasing it down. Good. We have 2 more rounds of these. If you have your toe taps with both feet lifted, you could always try adding this in. Yeah, so we'll do 2 more rounds. I'll do 1 with the lean and 1 with the toe taps, and you can choose your options. So, pressing the floor away, rising right up onto the tiptoes, shift the weight forward, really grip with the finger pads into the mat, gaze in between the hands, rise all the way up, shift. Pressing the floor away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Releasing it down, take a little wriggle out. Okay, last round. So, hands down to the mat. Option here, if you want to take your toe taps, see if you can hold it for 10 breaths, otherwise you can come down and come back up again. So, shifting the weight forward into the hands, lifting it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Releasing down. Ooh. And rising all the way up to standing. Good. Okay, give the legs a little bit of a shake out. We're going to come to seated now, so come onto the floor. We're taking some more compression drills. So, take your Paschimottanasana. So to begin with, extend the legs out. You could always have a little bend in the knees here. So just so that you don't feel too much in the back of the knees, if you feel that tension in the back of the knees at the attachments. Take a deep breath in, rising the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, think about drawing the belly in, lifting up and over the legs to come into your forward fold. Think about drawing the little toes up towards you if you're holding onto the feet. If the hands come to the floor, great. If the hands reach the feet, great. We just want to work into the hamstrings here and think about drawing the belly towards the thighs. And holding it here. So for any handstand press, we need to be able to get the hips over the shoulders, which requires pretty good hamstring flexibility. So whenever we're working towards our handstand press, whether that be a straddle press or whether that be a pike press, hamstring flexibility is really important to train. And we'll take a few more rounds of breath here in your Paschimottanasana. Good. Deep breaths in and exhales. 2 more. Last one, deep breath in. Good. Inhale to lift the chest, and then taking the hands back. So just as we did in our Janu Shirshasana at the start of this class, we're going to take our compression drills. Hands forward is harder, hands back is easier. Yeah. Think about drawing the chest up and over. So we're trying to close this gap between the belly and the thighs. Yeah. So taking the hands forward, we're going to lift the right leg up first. I like to point my toes on this. I'm going to lift the right leg up, holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. Immediately pick up the left foot. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you know what's coming next. We're going to lift both legs up. So, fingertips or palms down, and then lifting the legs up off of the mat and holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Give the quads a little bit of a rub. Right, you'll get some cramp here. That's completely normal. Good. We're going to do one more round of this. So we're going to take the hands down. This time we're going to lift and lower with the right leg. So lifting and lowering for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Both legs lifting for 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick with it. 5. Good. And release. Give the quads a little bit of a rub. Nice. Okay, so for this next one, you might want to use your blocks to give you a little bit more height to come into your L-sit. So the blocks will come outside of the thighs, and I want you to think about sliding the hips towards the back of the mat. The heels are going to slide towards you as the chest draws forward. Yeah, so we have some options here. Option number 1 will be that you keep the feet on the floor and you lift up. Yeah, so we lift the butt up and we draw the chest forward. Yeah, otherwise, lifting the right foot up. Then on the next round, you lift the left foot up. So this may look like this. Yeah. And then if you can, lift both feet up into your L-sit. So, getting yourself ready. You're going to fold forward over the legs. And then think about sliding the hips back, the chest forward, and the heels towards you as you press the floor away and pick up off of the floor. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Shake out the legs. Take a little break. Good. We have 2 more rounds. Yeah, so if you lifted the right foot, lift the left foot this time, and then on the last one, maybe you try to lift both. Even if they come up and down and you only stay up for a millisecond, you'll still be building strength here. So, round number 2. 5 breaths in your L-sit hold. Try to hold it here. Chest draws forward, hips move back, and lifting up now. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Good. Give the legs a little bit of a rub if you need to. Lovely. Last round. Last round of your L-sits. Press the floor away and lift it up off of the floor. Go. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And good job. Nice. So, popping your blocks over to the side for the time being. I'm going to take the legs into a wide leg position. Taking the fingertips forward. We're just going to fold into a passive forward fold to begin with. So think about the thighs rolling back. Maybe you come onto the forearms. Maybe you extend the arms out in front of you so that you're forward folding into a pancake pose, keeping the thighs rolling back. Think about the belly button drawing towards the floor and holding it here. Deep breath in through the nose and then out through the nose. Deep inhale and long exhale. Take 3 more breaths like this. Good. 2 more. And last one. And then when you're ready, start to walk the hands back towards the body. This drill is really not pleasant, so don't hate me. We're going to lift the legs up. So the hands are going to come in front of the body. Lift the legs up, so they don't have to be super wide. And we're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the palms to the floor. See if you can lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. Nice. Take this one more time. So the hands are going to come into the center of the body, lifting the legs up. Option here, you could circle the feet or take little pulses. Or, don't mind me, I just have a little bit of cramp. Okay, let's go. Lifting the legs up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift forward, see if you can lift the back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Then we're going to come upside down for the next part. Okay, so we're going to use a wall so that you can stay in your handstand for a little bit longer. Use the wall if you need to, tapping the wall with the foot so that you can stay upside down. We're aiming for around about a 30-second hold here. So preparing yourself next to a wall, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Press the floor away, so think about elevating the shoulders up towards the ears, and then drawing the front ribs towards the back ribs, kicking up with whichever leg you like here, and then coming into your handstand. Maybe you keep the foot on the wall till you find your balance. So 30, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming down. So the last drill that we're going to do is using either a chair. If you're practicing at home, then a bed is perfect, or maybe a sofa or a chair that you have at home. So we're going to take the feet onto your lifted surface, whatever that may be. Plant the hands. Again, think about your handstand alignment. Think about external rotation of the shoulders, elevating the shoulders, making sure the fingers are spread, pressing through the fingertips, and then lifting the feet up. So you're elevating the feet, lift the hips over the shoulders, and then just the same as we did when we shifted the weight forward into the hands, doing this but with the legs lifted. So we're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lightly lower down. Good. Okay, second round. And you could try, once you've done your hold, maybe to lift the legs up a little bit. So you can have a play around with trying to press from a slightly higher height. Yeah, so picking the feet up onto your surface. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you try and lift the legs up. If this doesn't happen, don't worry, just dump the feet down. Good. Beautiful. We have one more of these. Yeah, stretch out the wrists if you need to here. Okay, last round, and then we're finished. Taking the feet onto the chair. Lifting the hips over the shoulders. Press the floor away. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you float up. Good. And then coming down. Well done. These are tough drills, but they will eventually get you to your press handstand. So keep practicing and let me know how you get on in the comments. Thank you.